I know that you guys do LLCs, we do LLCs. Can you just talk about, again, the importance of that and why people need to get prepared?
When you're moving large amounts of money from a crypto exchange into your personal bank account and you've never had 6, 7 figures in your account before, they're going to flag it. They're going to freeze it. They're going to be concerned about it. So you want to be proactive. In a business account, much less likely to happen, especially if you have some history with that banking institution, you've been proactive and you've got somewhere between 3 and 6 months at a minimum in transactions moving through that account. A lot less likely that they're going to flag you or hold those funds. And like, how horrible would it be if you've spent all this time and money and research and effort, and then you go to cash it out and the bank's going to hold your stuff and not give it to you? Or you've got to go find a lawyer and figure out how to pay them to be able to get your money that should be yours. That's one reason. Creditor protection. You see a lot of people that win the lottery. They're playing, they don't expect to win. They come into a couple $100 million. It's kind of how I view a lot of the people that are invested in these digital assets, except you expect it a little bit more than they do, and you can be proactive. A lot of them lose 40% of that to taxes. At least your long-term capital gains, and you're looking at 15 to 20% depending on your tax bracket. And if you have it inside of an LLC, you get the full breadth of the tax code at your disposal to be able to offset some of that some way. Now, income and capital gains are taxed a little bit different. You're going to have to work with your CPA to make sure that that's done correctly. But if you've structured the LLC the right way, and you've done a holding company and not a trading company, you're going to get the benefit of those long-term capital gains. Creditor protection, there's certain states, Wyoming, Delaware, Nevada, South Dakota, all have pretty decent creditor protection. Nevada and Wyoming have the strongest charging order protection. And then those states also have anonymity. So a lot of people don't necessarily want other people to know who's associated with their wallet or their house or whatever they're dealing with on a regular basis, which is important. And so you can get your attorney, whoever the organizer is, their name will appear on there, the registered agent's address. So your information is not publicly listed anywhere associated with the entity. And then the last piece, like you said, is taxes. You're still going to owe taxes, but if you have a corporation, you're going to be in a much better position to be able to offset those in some way to mitigate those tax implications and keep more of your money.